Do you feel like money always slips through your fingers, no matter how hard you try? As if some invisible force is constantly blocking your prosperity. Every month, the same story repeats. You work, you give your best, you do what you can, but your bank balance remains in the red. It's like something is sabotaging you, and you don't even know what it is. Helena knew that feeling all too well. She tried everything, spreadsheets, freelancing, saving money, and still nothing changed until she discovered something that seemed impossible. 5 secret numbers that completely changed how money flowed into her life. They weren't magic codes or empty promises. They were a calling, a sign that another path existed, a path that had been there all along, but no one had shown it to her. If you also want to discover these numbers right now, like this video and comment, "I'm ready for prosperity." That will help you lock in this first step. Never underestimate the power of a small decision made with clear intent. These numbers are not random. For centuries, Buddhist monks have preserved secret practices related to numerical vibration. They believed that certain numbers carry a frequency capable of aligning the mind with what we want to manifest. And here's the most fascinating part. Modern science, especially fields like neuroscience and quantum physics, is beginning to confirm this. Everything vibrates. Everything emits a frequency, including you, including money. Maybe you've never thought about it, but your thoughts about money have an energetic signature. If that signature is based on fear, scarcity, or anxiety, what do you think the universe will send back to you? These 5 numbers activate a kind of vibrational key. They reprogram your mind to shift from survival mode to creation mode. And here's something important. This isn't about whether you believe or not. It's about trying it. Because those who apply this technique feel the results. And the most amazing part is that they can't quite explain how, but they feel that something has started to flow. Now, I want you to imagine this. You wake up in the morning, open your email, and see a positive response to an old proposal, an unexpected cash inflow, a debt being magically paid off. How would you feel at that moment? Calm your mind and pay attention to what your body is telling you right now. Your subconscious is already visualizing this reality. That's what these numbers do. They're not a trick. They're a map, a code that unlocks a version of you that already knows how to prosper. And here's a powerful detail. These numbers only work fully when you are emotionally engaged. That's why the very fact that you're still here, listening carefully to every word, is already part of the process. You're telling yourself, even silently, that you're ready to change. But the full code hasn't been revealed yet. You're about to learn the first number, and you'll understand why it appears in the lives of extremely successful people, even if they don't know why. Stay with me. We're just getting started. The first number is 8. Have you noticed how often this number is associated with successful people? 8 is the symbol of infinity. When turned on its side, it represents the continuous flow between giving and receiving. True prosperity isn't about accumulation, it's about movement. It's circulation. And that's exactly what the number 8 activates in your life. The flow of abundance. Great leaders, entrepreneurs, and even influential artists carry this number in their names, in key life dates, or even tattooed on their bodies. And it's no coincidence. The 8 brings a vibration of balance between the material and spiritual worlds. It grounds you in reality, but pushes you toward something greater. It says you can have more and still be at peace with it. Now, take a deep breath. Feel the weight of these words. You can have more, and that's okay. But before I reveal the next number, I have to ask you, are you truly ready to let go of your old patterns? Those thoughts that taught you money is dirty, that it's hard to earn, that it's something for greedy people? Because there's no point in knowing the numbers if you keep clinging to beliefs that keep you stuck. Close your eyes for 2 seconds. Imagine yourself breaking those invisible chains. Visualize yourself signing a contract, fulfilling a dream, being recognized for your worth. You deserve this. You always have. Now come back here with me. If you feel deep in your chest that you're ready to leave those old ties in the past, comment right now. I accept wealth into my life. Write it with intention, not like someone who types just anything, but like someone who is making a choice. Because this is a choice, and everything begins with a decision to stay stuck in repetition or to make room for something new. In the next step, I'm going to reveal the second number, and it carries a frequency that sparks desire, action, and achievement. When used together with the 8, it amplifies the outcome like an energetic explosion. Do you want to know what it is? Then keep going, because with every minute, you're getting closer to activating a code that has already transformed thousands of lives. You're not the only one activating this energy. Hundreds of people have already used this sequence and report changes that, at first glance, seem unbelievable, but make complete sense once you understand what's behind it. Anna, for example, had been unemployed for almost a year. On the same day she did the full technique, she got a phone call with an offer she didn't even remember sending out. She said, "It felt like the universe had unlocked something that had been stuck for months." Carlos had been worried about an old debt. He had tried everything to resolve it without success. After 7 days of practicing the sequence, a distant relative, someone he barely spoke to, showed up offering to lend him money without Carlos even asking. Coincidence? Carlos prefers to call it an answer. Juliana, a small business owner, wrote the numbers down before bed for 3 consecutive nights. On the 4th day, she sold all the unsold products that had been sitting for weeks. And these are just a few of the stories. What do they all have in common? They all say the same thing. I don't know how, but something changed. Maybe you're already feeling it, a subtle shift in the air, a sense that something is moving, even if you can't quite see it yet. Trust that feeling. The invisible always comes before the visible. Now take a moment to think. How many people around you are trapped in scarcity, believing there's no way out? Maybe friends, family, co-workers, people you love, people who need a sign. You can be that sign. Share this video right now with someone who needs it, not just out of generosity, but because when you become a channel of prosperity for others, you activate even more abundance in your own life. The energy you emit is the energy you receive. And if you're already feeling like you're part of something greater, write in the comments, "I am a channel of abundance," because you are not alone. You are flowing with a current that is transforming lives. Now we've arrived at the most important moment so far. Grab a blue pen. Yes, blue. The color blue conveys trust, stability, and clarity. Everything you need to activate right now. If you don't have one nearby, pause this video and come back when you do. Your energy needs to be whole in this moment. Now, take a deep breath. Feel the air entering, filling your body. Hold it for 3 seconds and release it slowly. Let your shoulders relax. Allow yourself to be here, just here. Visualize a golden light wrapping around your hand. Don't force it, just imagine. That light represents the energy of abundance. It doesn't need to be earned. It's already there, waiting to be activated. Now slowly write the numbers in this order: 8, 3, 9, 5, and 1. Don't think, just write. As you write, feel as though each number is creating an invisible path ahead of you, a path that only you can walk. You already know number 8, flow. Number 3 brings communication, expression, and connection. It's the number that activates unexpected opportunities. 9 symbolizes the closing of cycles. Let go of what's holding you back. 5 is movement, freedom, change. And 1 dot represents the beginning, the spark, the creation of a new reality. These numbers together aren't just digits. They are an unlocking sequence, a spiritual password. You've just entered the key. Now close your eyes for a few more seconds. Repeat silently, with calm and firmness. The energy of abundance is activated, and money flows easily to me. Say it again, and once more. You're creating a new neural pattern, a new pathway of thought, emotion, and action. And if at any point you felt your heart race or a subtle vibration in your body, that's no coincidence. It's a sign that your mind and energy are beginning to realign. If you felt it, comment now. I felt the energy Declare it publicly, reinforce that vibration. This is more than a comment. It's a commitment to the new reality you're creating. You're still here. And that already puts you in a different place than most. Now that you already know the 5 numbers and felt the energy begin to move, there's something else, something almost no one knows, and it can multiply the effects of this practice in a quiet yet powerful way. It's a simple ritual, but it's not common. It was passed down among initiates in ancient circles of spiritual wisdom. Few have heard of it, even fewer have practiced it. But those who have never looked at money the same way again. Are you ready? At night, before you go to sleep, find a quiet space. Turn off all the lights. Silence your phone. Disconnect from the noise of the world. Light a white candle. The color white is not random. It represents the beginning, purification, and the light of creation. Look at the flame for a few seconds. Feel its energy. It's not just fire. It's manifested intention. Now, with your eyes focused on the flame, visualize your ideal life, not as a distant dream, but as if it's already happening. Picture yourself waking up in peace, choosing how you want to spend your day. Visualize a notification of an unexpected payment. See the faces of the people you love, free from worry. Feel the relief, the gratitude, the lightness. While holding this visualization, mentally repeat the numbers 8, 3 dots, 9, 5, first, gently, with intention. Each repetition is like a code being entered into the universe. This ritual doesn't require effort. It requires presence, and it shouldn't be shared with just anyone. Because the more people use it without understanding, the more scattered the energy becomes. This moment is yours alone. If you felt this resonated with your soul, comment below. Activating now. That comment isn't just a phrase. It's your vibrational signature in the field of abundance. You are among a few, and that's not exclusivity. It's worthiness. Now that you know what to do, it's time to talk about what not to do. Here's an important warning. If you apply this technique with doubt, haste, or mistrust, you may completely block the flow of prosperity. Yes, that's exactly it. The energy of abundance doesn't respond to requests made out of fear. It responds to decisions made with confidence. Maybe you're thinking, but what if I don't feel anything? Am I doing this right? Will this really work for me? Those questions are understandable, but here's the truth. Doubting in the middle of the process is like planting a seed and digging it up the next day to see if it sprouted. That's where many people sabotage themselves. It's not the technique that fails. It's the mind that doesn't allow it. Your external reality will never change sustainably while your inner field is trapped in fear, control, and insecurity. So now I ask you sincerely, do you want to keep carrying that feeling of instability, always bracing for the worst? Or are you ready to take a leap of faith and become someone who chooses to prosper with absolute trust? Because deep down, you already know. You've already felt what's happening here. And the next step depends solely on you. Comment now with firmness and clarity. I choose prosperity. Don't just write it like any other comment. Write it like a decree, like someone telling the universe, that's enough. I'm ready. This is the moment you make a commitment. And committing, even silently, changes everything. There is no magic formula. There is a decision, and you've just arrived at that decision. You made it this far, and that says a lot about you. While most people give up in the first few minutes, jumping from one video to the next, looking for easy answers, you stayed. You listened, you felt, you wrote, you visualized, and more than that, you chose to open yourself to a new reality. That's already a huge step, but it's only the beginning. You've just accessed a secret that, when applied with genuine intention, can transform your financial life, and more than that, the way you exist in the world. But here's the truth that no one likes to hear. Nothing changes without action. Transformation doesn't lie only in the numbers or the ritual. It lies in consistency, in presence, in your daily choice to align with what you truly want to experience. So, if this resonated with you, make a real commitment now. Click to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. This isn't about following another content creator. It's about becoming part of an energetic field where prosperity is cultivated every single day. And as a final step, write in the comments, I activate the energy of abundance, not just for yourself, but for everything you want to see flourish in your life. That comment is like an anchor. Every time you doubt, come back here and read what you wrote. You'll remember your turning point. Because yes, today could be the day everything started to change. With one choice, one intention, and 5 numbers. Now take a deep breath and simply feel what's present within you in this very moment. Don't try to explain it. Don't try to understand it. Just observe. It could be a new kind of calm, a light vibration in your chest, or maybe, for the first time in a long time, the feeling that something is beginning to align. If you've made it this far, it wasn't by accident. Many people clicked on this video. Some left in the first few minutes. Others got distracted, went back to the same patterns, the same questions that never lead anywhere. But you stayed. You remained focused, committed, present, and maybe you didn't even notice. But as you listened to each word, each number, each ritual, something inside you began to reorganize. Old thoughts started to dissolve quietly. Old beliefs were replaced, not by force, but by the truth of an energy you've always felt, even if you didn't have a name for it. The energy of abundance. It was never outside of you. It's always been there, asleep, hidden behind fear, hurry, conditioning. But now, it's awakened. And the most important part isn't what you heard. It's what you felt. Because feeling is the true portal to transformation. The mind doubts, but the body knows. And if you felt something different in this video, even if it was light, subtle, almost imperceptible, hold on to that feeling. That is your new starting point. From there, everything can bloom. Gratitude for making it this far. Gratitude for trusting the process. Gratitude for allowing yourself to remember your own strength. Because yes, this is a reminder. You're not learning something new. You're reconnecting with something that's already yours. And that changes everything. Now, I want you to do something very simple, not for me, for you. Close your eyes for 3 seconds and silently repeat, as if it were a whisper from your soul. I am abundance, and I choose to live my truth. Feel those words sink in, not like just another affirmation, but like a deep truth you are beginning to inhabit. You're not alone. You are part of a field, a quiet movement of people who are awakening, each in their own time, in their own rhythm, but all moving in the same direction: freedom, lightness, and alignment. And now, with that energy present, remember, the journey doesn't end here. This video was just the door, but the path is yours, and it's open. I'll see you in the next video with new activations, new codes, and new layers of this beautiful journey we are walking together. But before you leave, write in the comments as if you were sealing a pact with the universe. I activate the energy of abundance, and I'm ready to live my new cycle. That comment is more than a symbolic gesture. It's an anchor, something you can come back to and read whenever you doubt, whenever you forget, whenever you need to remember who you really are. Because abundance has already begun, and you are in it now.